Nintendo Boy, and I have a bit of a different video for you. Now, this is kind of an invention, but this is going to be more of a discussion video than anything. So what you're seeing right now is actually two clocks. You're seeing a fill clock, using some fill commands here, but you're also seeing, as you read by the title, my scoreboard clock, which isn't exactly a new idea. I'm sure it's been done before somewhere, I just haven't seen it, or in the way that I've made it. But pretty much, I've always had problems with clocks. If you've ever watched my videos, I have tons and tons of problems with clocks. Now, before command blocks, or even when there was command blocks, I would always use clocks like this. And most people would know, well, Redstone people would know that this is going to lag your game a ton. And there's also set block clocks, but those are also rather laggy. And fill clocks are pretty good. The fill command, for some reason, uses a different method of setting blocks that doesn't seem to lag your game too much. But anyway, before that, there were clocks like this. Now, usually, for most of my contraptions, I need a super fast clock, right? But sometimes, I need a slower clock in order for the machine to function properly. And I could give a million examples, but pretty much, I wanted to find a way, without lagging your game too much, to make a slower clock that was rather compact. So I came up with the set block clock idea. Now, all this is if we just go to Scoreboard, Objectives, List, we see we got a bunch of objectives, which I'm using for contraptions, and then the last one we have is Timer, which is a dummy. So if we go into this command block, we have Scoreboard Players add for the nearest player, which would be me, a timer score of 1. And then we set any players with a timer score of 200, and we set their timer score down to 0. So what we can do is we can go to Scoreboard, Players, Test, Nintendo Boy, and then we go to Timer. Oh, sorry, I have to add a go to 200. So as you can see, it's constantly changing. The timer is going up and up. And the cool thing about this isn't using any redstone. All of the timing is being done in the actual game's files. So hypothetically, you aren't going to get any lag whatsoever from this. And the coolest part about this is a clock within a clock, meaning that you don't have to use a fill clock here. You could use an even slower clock if a fill clock's too laggy for your computer, and then you could attach that to a scoreboard clock, and it goes on and on. So pretty much what I'm trying to say here is you can use one clock, whether that's a fill clock or whatever you normally use, to make a million other clocks. Now, here I have the example of we're testing for a timer score of 175. And so once it gets high enough, my score, then it will go to 175, activate this little say command, and then we have one that tests for when it reaches 100, which means that this one is a little slower than this one. So we have two different sort of clocks going. See, that one goes off, then that one goes off, but then they both deactivate, which is pretty cool. But then you might be thinking, well, yeah, but they only have the same range, 200 ticks. But if we just go ahead and go to Scoreboard, Objectives, Add, and then we're going to set a new objective, Timer 2, Dummy. So there we go. We got a new objective called Timer 2 created. And we're just going to copy this command block here, except we're going to set that to Timer 2. And we're going to make this, once players reach a score of 20, then it will reset. Oh, gotta make that Timer 2. There we go. And then we'll just go ahead and grab this testfor Timer 2, and we'll test for a score of 10. And now that is a repeater. We don't want a repeater. and we'll just delete that, and we'll just say test. And as you can see, we have a much faster clock now, and you can make this as fast as you want it. You can have a million scoreboard timers. You can have timer 2. You can name it whatever you want, obviously. But yeah, see, using one fill clock, I've created multiple clocks. And another cool thing about this, I know I say that a lot in this video, but particularly what I use it for is, as you can see, I'm specifying this timer to a player. This isn't a universal timer. I'm specifying it specifically for me, Tendo Boy. And as I showed in my anti-gravity video, what you can do is you can specify it to mobs, or any mob. And once it reaches a certain height for that specific mob, it does something specifically for that mob. So you can have, let's say, a cow. This cow could have a timer score of 20, and this cow could have a timer score of 10. And then this one could reactivate at 30 ticks, and this one could reactivate at 20 ticks. And so this cow would activate, or whatever you want it to activate, much quicker than this cow would. Which is, this one would be slower if you follow me. So you can attach this timer to entities also. So I've been using this quite a bit in a lot of my newer contraptions because it causes very little lag. You can just attach it to a few fill clocks and it works anywhere in your world, and this is just really cool, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. And I want to know what you guys think of this. Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's a silly idea? Do you perhaps want to use it in some of your contraptions? I don't know. Just tell me what you think, and I will be sure to reply to you in the comments. But either way, thank you so much for all of your support. I've already reached 121 subscribers, and I just barely had my 100 subscriber special released, and I can't thank you guys enough. I appreciate all the support, and I'll keep the videos coming. Also, I got a new map coming out. Well, it's kind of a map, it's kind of not a map. I can't really tell you any details right now, but you'll find out in some later videos. But yeah, this video has been going on for quite a while. Commands in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.